As of the time I'm recording this video, I know many of you are still in isolation. It is difficult to pass time when you have nothing else to do around the house. First of all, I really wish and hope everyone is doing fine. Hopefully you guys are still healthy and you're taking care of yourself and your families. But nothing is more frustrating than trying to watch some content online when you have nothing else to do and you have to deal with slow or unreliable Wi-Fi connection. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some common problems with Wi-Fi's and some common solutions. And also in particular, I want to talk about this Wi-Fi extender by Juplink, and I will be giving away 2 units. So stay tuned for all that information coming right up. What's up everybody, my name is Sean. Welcome to my tech channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by and you enjoy tech content like this, you might want to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you won't miss my future videos. Before we get started, I just want to have a shameless plug. Making these videos takes a long time, despite the fact that they're very short and simple. But scripting, research, editing, testing the product, the lighting, setup, shooting the video itself, it all takes a long time. I always try my hardest to try to be better at making these videos. So if you really want to support me, before you forget, give this video a like and drop a comment down below. Let me know how else I can improve my videos. That like and that comment will send a signal to the algorithms that people actually are enjoying this video, and hopefully this will be introduced to more people on YouTube. So slow Wi-Fi is really frustrating, and there's a lot of things that will contribute to that. There's some things that we have no control over, right? So if we have actual bad internet connection coming to our house, doesn't matter how strong and our setup inside the house is, there is nothing we can do about that. So we're just not going to talk about some of those content. What we are going to talk about is what you can do inside your house. The most important element is obviously your router itself. You want to make sure set your router somewhere centrally located inside your house and away from the floors. Maybe you set it up high up on a shelf. Now again, depending on where you live and how your house is wired, you may not have the option to put the router whatever you would like. And just like me, you may be stuck setting the router at one side of the house, which means on the other end, I'm gonna get much slower internet connection. Wi-Fi extenders don't really increase the speed of your Wi-Fi inside your house. What they will do is you have to place them somewhere halfway point between your dead zone and where your router is, somewhere hopefully that you can actually get strong signal. That Wi-Fi extender will grab that signal and then it will regenerate and start broadcasting from that centralized location. And this is how you can actually potentially extend the range of your Wi-Fi inside your house. There's one other factor that you need to be mindful of is whether you're using 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. 2.4 gigahertz, while it gives you a slower speed, but it can penetrate walls better, therefore it can give you better distance. On the other hand, your 5G network, it will give you faster network, but it's not gonna penetrate through walls, therefore you typically get shorter range from that. So you can play around with those 2 settings and find out, see which one's gonna get you better Wi-Fi connection inside your house based on the number of walls and floors you have. So this is the Juplink EC4 1200. It's a dual band gigabit Wi-Fi repeater, speed up to 1200 megabits per second, WPS 1 button setup. So basically if you want to connect this to an existing router, as long as they both have the WPS button, you just press it once on your router and then you press it once on your Wi-Fi extender and they automatically connect. So that part's pretty straightforward. This also has 2 gigabit Ethernet ports, so you can directly plug in using a wired connection as well. You get 300 megabits per second on the 2.4 gigahertz band and 867 megabits per second on the 5 gigahertz band. Unboxing is pretty straightforward. You basically get the unit inside the box, as well as an owner's manual and a cable that is included. So you have your 2 gigabit ports at the bottom. On one side you have your reset button as well as an on and off button, and in the front you have your WPS button as well as 4 light indicators for power, WPS, 2.4 and 5G. Also, there is an LED indicator to show if it's getting strong signal from your router or not. So if you are too far from the router and it's not getting a strong enough signal, then you can easily monitor and then find another location inside your house. So you basically have to move this closer to the router until you get a strong signal. That way, this extender or repeater can broadcast stronger signal and extend the range. At any point, if I'm not making any sense and you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. I do my best to try to answer every single one of the questions you guys are asking. So the way my house is set up is I'm in a 3-story townhouse, and the only place I have connection to hook up my router, Wi-Fi router, is on this end of the 2nd floor. I'm having some problem with connections on these ends of the house. So ideally, I can set up my Wi-Fi extender somewhere in the middle when it's still close enough to the original router. That way I can go ahead, get new signal from the router right here, and then extend it essentially from this point to the rest of the house. So if I'm going to be on these ends of the house, I can connect to this Wi-Fi that I will see in my laptop or my phone. And if I'm gonna be in this area, then I can connect to this one. I tested each connection and each speed 3 times and got an average, so that way we have some realistic data that we can take a look at. So when I connect to the original router, my average download speed was 9.39 megabits per second, and my upload speed was 311. When I connected it to the extender, my download speed went up to 22.5. My upload speed went up to 11.36. And if you kind of put it to perspective, my download speed went up by 239% and my upload speed went up by 365%. So you may look at 22 megabits download speed and 11 upload speed. You may say that's not a really fast connection. Well, if you compare that to what you were originally getting at 9 and 3, that is much faster, more than double and triple the speed. Now things get a little bit more interesting. So when I tested it at this corner, which has the furthest distance to the original router, the data was even more pronounced, or the difference was even more pronounced. So connecting to the original router, my average download speed was 4.07 megabits per second, and my upload speed, don't laugh, 0.9 megabits per second, not even 1. When I connected it to the extender, my download speed went up to 18.5 megabits per second, and my upload speed went up to 4.86 megabits per second. My download speed went up to 454%. My upload speed went up by 440%. Again, I know 4.8 and 18.5 may not be fast, but compared to 4 and 1, it is much faster, and that's really what you're able to accomplish with this Wi-Fi extender. Now, one thing I don't like about Wi-Fi extenders in general, not necessarily this one, is they create their own Wi-Fi network for you to connect to. So you cannot roam around the house and it's not seamlessly going to disconnect from your router and connect to your extender. So depending on where you are in the house, you actually have to decide which Wi-Fi you want to connect to. If you want to get around that, there is a solution. It is more expensive, but that is something I use in my own house, and that is using a Wi-Fi mesh. A Wi-Fi mesh, basically you will have multiple nodes similar to this around the house, but behind the scene it will create a mesh of one Wi-Fi network in your house, and as you're roaming around, walking around the house, the system is going to decide which node will give you the best connection, and then that way you can connect to the internet that way. But all that's done behind the scene, and you as the end user, you're gonna have a seamless experience. Typically those are around a couple $100. I don't know the latest prices, but I'll make sure I'll put the link in the description below of the Wi-Fi mesh I'm using. So this was it, guys. Now let me tell you how you can enter the drawing for this Wi-Fi extender. All you have to do, make sure you have subscribed to my channel, drop a comment down in the description below, let me know why you want to win one, and you would be automatically included into the drawing. If you haven't had a chance to like this video, please do so. Like I said, that will be a huge help to this video and to this channel. And until next time, wash your hands, stay safe. Yeah, normally YouTubers, when they finish, they go like that, but my camera is like 10 feet from me. Maybe I do. Until next time.